We are seeing the early stages of this change from darkness to light in America, and this will ultimately become a worldwide transformation of human society in a way none of us has ever imagined. And I am truly shocked as well, because I am alive in my 30s and I'm seeing this. So the overarching force of evil will increasingly be removed from human society in every country in the world and in the following years, and the people will begin to breathe more freely again. Life will be more abundant, joy ever present, health restored, families thriving, and so on. The suffocating cloud of evil will disappear, and a new light it will shine in every nation of the world. As we are witnessing this incredible metamorphosis and change in the world, that will only become more manifest in the coming years, the big question is, who is behind this change and deliverance of humanity at all levels and in all nations? It is obvious that President Trump is the public figure making these changes possible. He is the public figure of this, what we call the Q movement, but he keeps saying he is merely a messenger. President Trump has stated several times in his public discourses that he is just a messenger, the public figure out there to put out the message. So who is the actual force behind all of these wonderful changes? Who is behind President Trump and behind the patriots who are active in the geopolitics and military of the USA? And of course, those in Russia and anything else, and the team. So it is someone who is behind, also is being served and worshipped by the following people. So not just President Trump worships this force, but also J.D. Vance, who is the vice president. He's going to be the president in the future, who went to Europe to demand the restoration of fair elections, free speech, and the ending of tyranny. Also, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, the former Department of Defense, who also went to Europe to demand the end of globalization and the strengthening of the individual nations, which is a death blow to the one world government. The one world government hates when each nation has a powerful individual and independent army in the country to protect the sovereign borders of that nation. RFK Jr., the Secretary of Health and the nephew of President Kennedy, who is on a mission to end the poisoning of humanity at all levels, and who will make agriculture more natural and organic while removing the toxins that the Satanists or the deep state have introduced into our food supply, and also the things to do with vaccines and everything else. Mel Gibson and Sylvester Stallone, who have been appointed by the President of the United States, Trump, to end pedophilia and Satanism in Hollywood and make movies wholesome, uplifting, and wonderful again, like in the golden age of America. Joel Salatin, for many of you, you don't know, he was asked to be the advisor to the USDA to restore agriculture to become natural, organic, and healthy again. Lots of amazing things are happening in agriculture in America. And they're going to happen in the world as well. And many, many others in the team. So the majority of people appointed by President Trump to end evil in our world and restore justice, truth, goodness, purity, and life, all worship this person. This person is at the height of this organization, which is called the Q Military Patriots. And of course, you all know who it is. I'm talking about Jesus Christ. And who is Jesus Christ? The man, the special man, the one that became man. And why did President Trump and Melania Trump Romanov, they declared to all the leaders of the world publicly, I think this was in last year in December, yes, and it was in December for Christmas in 2024. They declared, Trump and Melania, that Jesus Christ is the Savior of the world and the Messiah. It's a post, it was public. Trump said this, and Melania, that totally shook all the Jews worldwide, the Zionist Jews. He stated publicly as the former and future president of the United States of America, that Jesus Christ is the Messiah. I don't even know if you understand the significance of this. It blows me away. It blows my mind away. And the importance. This was posted in December for Christmas last year. So what does this mean? What did this message mean? There is something with Jesus Christ that most of us do not know. Most people do not know. The vast majority of Christians only know a cartoon of Jesus Christ, a representation of what the corrupt Christianity did in the last 2 centuries, that blurs our understanding of who he truly is and what his actual mission was and is. The truth has been hidden from humanity about everything and everyone, and also about Jesus Christ. Many lies have been spread about Jesus Christ by the actual Zionists and Christians as well, to obstruct mankind from knowing Jesus Christ and his mission and who he truly is. Fairy tales and myths and misconceptions have darkened the mind of the worldwide church and of the Christians and of humanity in all nations, in all countries and nations of the world. So, as we are waking up from a dark age of total deception in every aspect of human society, and the truth is being revealed, and the light of a new day and of a new century, then you also will understand in the future everything more about Jesus Christ. Don't forget that President Trump in his other X account, X Twitter account, which is called a parody account, but it's actually the most important account where you can understand the messages in a awesome way with comedy. President Trump posts continuously, not himself, but the team. They post continuously two pictures. One of is President Trump on his knee, bending the knee in front of Jesus Christ, and the other is President Trump also bending the knee, praying, saying Jesus Christ is Lord, God is Lord. So these two photos that are constantly being published on the Il Donaldo Trumpo X account, they're super important, and there's a reason why they're every now and then they're publishing them. So I hope you understand the importance of this. This is also geopolitics and military stuff. So for those of you who don't understand, you will at some point. But I'm trying my best to make you understand, because it's not me. It's like what has been put out there for us to understand, to see and to understand. Everything is geopolitics, military in the world. And once you get the flow of things, you truly can see it from a different perspective, from the realistic perspective. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.
You ever ask yourself that question? Well, the national... You ever ask yourself that question? Well, the national debt. Well, what is it? Who do we owe? Where'd we get the money? What'd we borrow it for? What's the interest rate? Who are we paying back?
He was speaking about lending money on interest. And we've explained why he has prohibited it. If you allow money to be lent on interest, then the rich will remain permanently rich and keep on growing richer. And the poor will be imprisoned in permanent poverty and grow constantly poorer. And if the one who wants to rule the world can get the rich on his side, then he will use the rich to control the poor, to control the world.
Congress tells the Treasury Department the Fed will loan us $1 billion, print $1 billion in U.S. Treasury bonds. So for $1,000, they print $1 billion of bills, of bonds. Those bonds are given to the Federal Reserve, $1 billion. Now the Federal Reserve in bonds plus interest. The Federal Reserve then gives the bonds to the government to pay its bills. But watch me, because you're not thinking. The government needed $1 billion. They borrowed $1 billion. But the Federal Reserve said, we'll loan you the $1 billion plus interest. But it only prints the $1 billion. So the interest payments are never created and put into the system. So how is the government ever going to pay them back?
We're talking about big bucks. We're not talking about hundreds of millions or even hundreds of billions now. We're talking about trillions of dollars.
That at the end of history there will be slavery. That the greatest slavery of all is not the slavery which is behind us, but the slavery which is ahead of us.
Hypocrites all! For you set up the kingdom of heaven against man. You do not go in yourselves, nor do you let others enter. Blind guides! You strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. You bow before the letter of the law and violate the heart of the law. Justice, mercy, good faith. You are like whited sepulchres, all clean and fair without, but within, full of dead men's bones and all corruption. You see these stones, do you not? I tell you, there will not be left here one stone upon another that will not be thrown down. Yours is a house of desolation, the home of the lizard and the spider. Serpents, brood of vipers, how can any of you escape damnation? You shall not see me here again, not until you learn to cry, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. For I and my Father are one and the same.
that at the end of history there will be slavery. That the greatest slavery of all is not the slavery which is behind us, but the slavery which is ahead of us.
How have you been able to make this happen? How bluntly can you afford to do it? We know developing new medicines costs an enormous amount of money and time. How have you been able to make this happen? Many of your medicines, we know from the COVID vaccine, very effective, very welcome. The logistics around that vaccine were not straightforward because of the new technologies. We're talking about countries here that do not have advanced healthcare infrastructure. Will you get the medicines from Pfizer to the people who really need them? Because if they're in a warehouse, they don't do any good.
Some snakes that inflate their throat include the African puff adder, the North American eastern hognose, and the African eastern vine snake. They inflate their throat when threatened to make themselves look larger to their predators.
I can see him. Don't get much close.
He's not very happy, is he?
Stay back, Lisa. Stay back. Lisa, he's gonna get you.
I'm behind the camera. You got a filter on it too. It makes for a good video.
Okay, we're done with him.
So this Jewish man snake, he's puffing his throat because he feels threatened by the questions about their COVID vaccine, their depopulation clot shot. He's feeling under pressure. That's why he's puffing his neck like the man snake he is.
You must know something. I do believe that Jesus is most likely the Messiah.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you believe that?
I've seen too much.
Then why are you doing this?
I suppose I have not seen enough.
Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
You can run on for a long time.
My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of thieves!
By what authority are you doing these things?
My own!
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
We have a problem. Jesus operates entirely outside our jurisdiction. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! Stop this at once! The world is changing, and Jesus offers a vision to redeem it.
He's not the Messiah!
Tell them that God's gonna cut you down.
Declaring yourself a sovereign. Rome will descend on us all!
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
The Pharisees are plotting to arrest Jesus of Nazareth.
Later gotta cut you down.
I want peace, just like you. If you go through with this, our alliance is over.
Sooner or later gotta cut you down.
There is talk of a collaborator from within of his own followers.
Go and tell that midnight rider.
City's on edge. If you succeed, I'll be the one left to pick up the pieces.
Go tell that long-tongued liar.
I ask that you keep your distance from me in Jerusalem these next few days.
Why?
Sooner or later gotta cut you down.
You serpents! How will you escape being condemned to hell?
What have you done?
Sooner or later gotta cut you down.